Again guys, it's Chris here, second video, and to be perfectly honest, before I start anything, it's a shout out to Wayne. Wayne, you're absolutely right. In my first video I said the Amex strategy. You called me out and you said there's nothing with an Amex strategy in it, and I apologize. I've renamed the video. I had this video up and I completely mislabeled it. So don't quarter me over it, please guys. And today I want to talk about the best American Express strategy in the UK if you are not holding any American Express cards. And I'll explain to you why in a minute. First of all, people in the past have taken huge advantage of the sign-up bonuses of American Express. So they said, well, we've got people signing up for an Amex card, hit the minimum spend, get the points, and then they cancel the card. And that has been going on for years. So they said, well, hang on a minute, we are not having this anymore. And now you've got a once in a lifetime rule, which means once you get an American Express card, that's basically it. You don't get another bonus until you cancel the card and you wait 24 months and then you reapply, then you get another bonus. So today I want to talk about which card or which strategy I think is best for whom, when, and when you shouldn't be going for the biggest sign-up bonus. Now, I know this sounds a bit contradictory, but let me explain. So, I could say, well, the easiest way to get the most points is get the Platinum card from American Express, and you're sorted. Get 30,000 membership points, which right now, according to the Points Guy UK, credit to those guys, is worth probably 1.4 pence per pound, or 1 mile is worth 1.4 pence. You get 30,000 points. That's a nice sign-up bonus. You can transfer it obviously to British Airways, Virgin, Singapore Airlines, and the whole lot, or even to a hotel chain if you so wish. Now, why is this answer not quite as easy if I'm talking about a strategy? Well, first of all, 30,000 points, is a hell of a lot of points. However, that Platinum card comes with a hefty fee of £575 a year. And in order to get the 30,000 points, you need to spend £4,000 in the first 3 months of owning the card. Now, some of you won't have a problem hitting that limit. Some people will struggle a little bit. And this is where the strategy comes in. You really have to think about what you want. Let's say you've been saving up for a new laptop and you really want those 30,000 points, and you say, okay, I'll cough up the £575 of fee for the first year, but I want to get those 30,000 points. Well, you've got two options. A, you save money so that you can make a big purchase. Let's say you want to buy a MacBook Pro and you want to dash out £3,500 in the first month, and then in the subsequent month you just have to put 500 on the card, and voila, you've got your 30,000 points of bonus. Now, one word of advice here, which obviously should be counting as common sense. If you put 4,000 points, I keep saying points, if you put £4,000 on the card, obviously you need to pay it off in full. You can't just say, okay, I put £4,000 on now, now I get my 30,000 points. No, you have to pay the balance off in full. So don't get too carried away with that. And if you say, well, by all means, I can't hit £4,000 in the first 3 months, fear not, there's a second option. The card comes obviously with a little less bonus than the Platinum card. It's the American Express Rewards Gold card, for which you get 10,000 membership points when you spend £3,000 in the first 3 months of ownership. And that is a lot more achievable than £4,000 for the most people. So let's say you've decided, okay, I don't really hit the £4,000 of spending, I'll go with the gold card. That's fine. The gold card offers you two lounge passes every year. That's the lounge club network. It's not priority pass, so they've got, I think, 700 lounges worldwide. It's a lot less than the platinum card, but it's also a lot less money that you pay per year. So I think as an all-round card, that is a great card. You earn membership reward points as a meager rate of, let's say, 1 point per pound spent, twice the amount if you book with an airline directly, and 3x when you book via Amex Travel, which is the American Express travel program. So that's okay. Amex Travel doesn't always offer the best value for money, and they can be quite expensive. Sometimes they're really bang on, and sometimes they don't offer you the connections that you really want. So it's a trade-off. But anyway, as a starter card, it's really a nice card. Nothing wrong with that. So okay, let's say you've made your mind up. I get the gold card. You hit the minimum spend. You get 10,000 membership reward points, which is great. Obviously, you don't have to stop there. There are a lot of other American Express cards out there in the UK that are actually worth it. And that will be for sure the card that I'm using, the SPG card, which is the only hotel program branded card that you can get in the UK. That is an American Express card. I'm not talking about the IHG card right now, because I haven't really checked it out that much, so I'm sticking with Amex right now. And the SPG card is nice. They offer you 30,000 points. If you so decide that this will be your first card, when you spend £1,000 in the first 3 months of ownership. Now, before you get carried away and say, well, hang on a minute, Chris, you've got the American Express Platinum card, which offers 30,000 membership reward points if I spend 4,000, and now I get 30,000 points when I spend 1,000. Well, the rate is not exactly the same. I think it's a 3-to-1 ratio, so 30,000 points are probably 1 to 3, so we're talking probably about 10,000, roughly 10,000 points, although calculating wise that is not exactly the same, or they're still a bit less, they're still less worth than a membership reward points. Again, I like to quote the points guy because they've got a very nice table. At the merit point, they value at 0.7 pence, and an American Express reward point at 1.4. So you still get more value out of the Amex points. Now, where the SPG card can come in, and this is what I figured out, the rate of 1 to 3 obviously isn't the greatest in the world. However, what you can do, I mean, you get Silver Elite status with the card, which is very nice. You still got Gold, Titanium, and Ambassador Elite, which offer a lot more perks. So Silver Elite, don't get too excited about it. But if you travel and you stay at hotels maybe once, for 1 or 2 nights, that card might be actually for you. Marriott has got beautiful properties, Renaissance hotels, etc. It's really nice. And where the card shines, what most people don't mention, if you use the card and you spend any amount in the hotel, you get 6x per pound spent. Now, obviously, that is a lot better than the 3x rate, because now, as we figured out, that a Bonvoy point is probably half of what an Amex point is worth. So in order to get really good value, if you spend £200 during your 2 or 3 day stay on food, you get 1,200 points, which is not bad. If you then take the valuation of the Marriott Bonvoy point into account, I would say you can nearly break even with an Amex point. So if you like to stay in hotels, and you want to get rewarded for this, I think it's not a bad idea to get the SPG card. Plus, you can transfer your points over to 45 partners as well, so you're not stuck with Bonvoy points, which is a huge plus. Let me just switch the light on here, so it might not be better. So yeah, I mean, that's certainly a good card. So far I would say the gold card is the best all-round card. The point value is one of the best that you can get. The SPG card is nice if you want to stay in hotels, and unfortunately we don't have Aspire cards in the UK, we don't have Hilton cards. We had the Barclays card a couple of years ago, but they've taken it off as far as I remember. So that's a very good card to go for. And the third card that I personally hold as well, which is more like a placeholder card as I call it, it's an everyday credit card from American Express. You literally just earn Amex points before you get any other card. If you get this card, you can only redeem it against things like Amazon. It's not like the gold card where you can actually transfer the points to an airline, etc. It's just a standard card, and I would only get this card when you've got the platinum card or gold card and you don't want your points to expire. This card can hoard your points because Amex points, as far as I remember, they don't expire. So if you say, well, I dashed out £575 for the platinum card, I don't really use it that much, it's not worth for me. I've got the everyday credit card. That's fine. You can keep your points in there and make your mind up to go with a gold card or whatever later on. Just keep in mind, you won't be able to use your reward card once your gold card is cancelled and you can't transfer your points over to KrisFlyer, etc. You're sort of stuck in redeem your points against Amazon or Book Experience, etc. So that's just a good placeholder card if you don't want to dash out fees or you want to take a break and you just want to keep your points. Now, if you're in the UK, obviously, apart from the gold card, the SPG card, which I think is very nice, and the standard rewards card, there's another card that might help you a lot in your travels, and that pays you a sort of bonus as well, which is the British Airways Premier Plus or Platinum Plus credit card. Now you get a sign-up bonus. It's not membership reward points, and you can hold any Amex card before because you get the sign-up bonus in avios, which is the British Airways Executive Club currency. So they've got two versions, a paid version and a free version. The free version gets you 5,000 avios. The paid version, I think, gets you 25,000 avios, and the card costs £195 a year. Now that card is better because you get a better earning rate of 1.5 avios per pound spent, and the kicker with this card, you get a companion voucher, a 2-for-1. So what that means, let's say you start out with 10,000 avios in your account and you use the card for your everyday spending, 1.5 avios, and you put through 10,000 points, so you've got 15,000 avios plus your 10, so you've got 25,000 avios. You can use it for reward flights in Europe. And what you can also do, because you triggered a 2-for-1 bonus when you spend 10,000 on the paid card, respectively 20,000 on the free card, you get a 2-for-1 voucher. Now, the 2-for-1, in my opinion, only is worth if you really got a lot of avios. I mean, many people get excited about it. They say, oh, I get a 2-for-1 voucher. Yeah, that's great. What it means, guys, with a 2-for-1 voucher, you basically buy a ticket of your choice, economy, premium, business, or first class, and you pay for the whole thing in avios. Again, I get a simple example, obviously. Please don't hear me on it. The avios amounts will differ, but let's say a first class one-way ticket on British Airways, which is the only carrier you can redeem the 2-for-1 voucher on, so you can't go to any other One World airline and do so, would cost 100,000 avios. Now, because you triggered the 2-for-1, rather than paying 200,000 avios, you just pay 100,000 avios. Sounds good, right? Well, it is. But here's the thing. Here's the thing that makes it, in my opinion, a bit, it's like something very beautiful, but with a very bad taste to it as well, because you still need to pay taxes on it. And the taxes on first class tickets, I've checked it, and sometimes are £1,200, £1,500. Now, of course, let's be honest, the first class ticket from the UK to the US, you will pay some money, right? It will be quite expensive. So keep this in mind. Don't get too excited. Okay, I've triggered the 2-for-1 now. If you don't have enough avios, you don't want to fly cattle class. You don't want to fly economy. It's not really worth it. Where it's really worth it is when you fly business or first class. But for that, you need to have a good stash of avios. So if you start from scratch and you've got literally 0 avios in your account, well, to be honest, start using the card, put your spending on there, and see that you can put through as much as you can that you would spend anyway. Now, the paid card offers you the 2-for-1 voucher a validity of 2 years. So if you don't hit it in, or if you say, well, I've only got 50,000 avios in my first year, you don't have to take the 2-for-1 in year number 1 with a paid card. You've got another year to go through it, and then you've got 2 vouchers to go through. They don't roll over. So you have to take two 2-for-1 flights then in the following year. The free card here is a bit different because you've got only a validity of 12 months. So you see the free card in itself is not really worth it. Just go with a paid version, but you need to be serious about it. If you put your spending through there, I tell you what I do in the UK to put some extra spending through there, and don't worry, it's not manufactured spend, it's not some dodgy gift card thing. I'll talk about this in a minute. So, yeah, just to recapture, guys, I know I talked a lot and there's a lot of info in, but the best all-round card, I would say, the American Express Gold Card, 10,000 membership points, spend 3,000 per month. Then, if you like hotels and you have 1 or 2 night hotel stays, or you want to stay in a resort, the Starwood Preferred Guest Card, it's still labeled Starwood Preferred Guest, which in reality is the Marriott Bonvoy UK card, which probably gets a rebranding anytime soon. And then the reward card from American Express, absolutely 0 fees, but it holds your points secure, so you don't have to worry that they expire. And last but not least, if you're traveling a lot with BA, or you're traveling a lot, the British Airways Premium Plus credit card for £195 a year is a good option to get a 2-for-1 companion voucher. But in my opinion, you need to either have a lot of avios in there already, or you really put some serious spend through there, or you fly a lot with British Airways. What I did mention before, if you book directly with BA or BA Holidays, I think you get 2x per pound spent, which bolsters this up a bit. So there you have it. I think those are the cards that I would recommend. Go with a high sign-up bonus, and that with a spending requirement to hit the bonus that you can afford. There's no point in eyeing with a platinum card to get 30,000 points if you struggle to get £4,000. Period. Forget about it. Once you get the card, the once in a lifetime rule applies. You miss it by 1 cent, that's your chance gone forever, and you literally will hate yourself ever after. So for most people, I think the gold card will be absolutely superb. It will be a very nice card. And here are some bonus tips. Whatever American Express card you have, I would recommend that if you're in the UK and you fly in Europe, to sign up for the British Airways Executive Club for reward flights, etc. And to also download the BA Executive Club app, where you can earn avios. And this is earning avios not only by flying, but by buying stuff from Groupon or any other things. You can sometimes get Apple Yard Flowers. They had a deal on 25 avios per pound spent on their website. Combine this with your earning ratio from your credit card, and you're literally sorted, right? You can really bolster that, and that's a way how to get more avios as well towards a 2-for-1 companion voucher, or if you want to use it for reward flights. It gives you a bit more opportunity. Now, the last thing I want to talk about, if you want to hit that minimum spend, this is something I've done. Many of you probably have heard about a service called Plastic. It's in the US. Basically what it allows you is to put regular bills through via your credit card, in our case American Express. And what I did, I put my rent through a service called Billhop here in Europe. The fee is at 2.99%, so you might want to think about that. You just use it to hit the sign-up bonus. But here's the good thing. Let's say you pay, I don't know, £1,000 in rent. You add 3%. Those 3% that they add you as a management fee, you still get on your statement balance. So I'm making this one up because I'm terribly at math, especially when I'm driving. Let's say it's £1,025 that you have to pay, because let's assume the 3% are £25. I'm sorry, please don't kill me over it, right? So okay, £1,025. Those £1,025 will show up on your American Express statement. So if you've got the Go card, it will show 1,025. It won't show you 1,000. So you still get a bit of extra points, but still think about it if it's worthwhile, if you want to do it. But that way, you could put your rent through, which is an expense that you pay anyway. So why not get rewarded for it to get the minimum spend of whatever card you're going for. So yeah, basically guys, that's it. That's my American Express UK strategy. I'm sure I've forgotten something, or if you've got any questions, please leave a comment below. Give this video a thumbs up. I hope it's a lot better than the first one. And I've got more subjects coming up, probably with regards to investing. So please stay tuned. And peace. Take care. Bye, guys.